Above Group, we provide engineering, design, and consulting solutions to mostly high-performance buildings or building systems. We also provide full-service project management, and we bring in teaming partners to provide the services we don't have in-house. We exist to support missions and ministries. Like our mission statement, we're an engineering firm, but our mission statement is to demonstrate the love of Jesus Christ to those we reach. If you're a business owner and you're a leader, it's not like, I don't believe in that's just business or whatever. Like, I believe in who you are, wherever you're at, you're the same person. So it's the idea of the integrated life. In order to be successful and grow, you have to constantly be looking for top talent. And so we only hire the best. Like, that's our goal. And so to do that, we are recruiting all the time, even when we don't have, quote, job openings. Like, that's not the way we look at it. We always hire strategically. We're a small business. We like to behave like a large business, but we're a small business, and our brand recognition isn't necessarily known to a lot of people, especially across the country. And that's changing. We're very intentional about strategic planning, and so we have adopted EOS, which is an entrepreneurial operating system. So a big part of that is annual strategic planning and goal setting. We just want to grow sustainably and not tax our team, because I understand like growth is never free.
My name is Soren Patel. Our company name is Bill Right. We do RCM for medical practices, and my role in the company is to create a vision and help people see the vision and move the company forward. We help doctors to collect the money for work that they have done and what they deserve to get paid. So we help them A to Z in that aspect. Currently, our company has about 475 employees throughout the world. We have 6 offices, 3 in America, 3 in India. Our headquarters is here in Central Florida, Longwood. We have clients in, I think, 40 some states, but majority of our clients is in Florida, especially Central Florida, California, Ohio, Texas, Arizona. Mostly our business depends on our client growth and referral. So over the course of a time, customer service and the result-driven approach has helped us. And we still have our first client that we started 18 years ago. Mostly we believe in invest in our employee, that automatically they invest in our client and their growth. For past 18 years, our goal has been to grow the company 20% year over year. And many years we grow more. This year target is to have our company revenue to 10 million and our EBITDA on the higher 30s. And we have a great plan to keep up with it, and our track record shows that our team can do it. So they have a great plan. And coming future, the company goal is to become a 1,000 employee company by end of 2028. So they are on a good track.
We're a full-service health insurance agency that serves the independent agent and agencies in Central Florida and beyond. We focus on healthcare products such as Medicare Advantage plans, Medicare supplements, as well as individual and family plans, both on and off exchange. Our main clientele is serving the agents so they can serve their customers. We have a pretty diverse workforce at Healthplan Markets, and I think it's a good reflection of Florida and Central Florida in general. We have folks that speak English, Spanish, Creole, and Vietnamese as well. So having people on staff that can relate to both the agents and clients in their first language is important, because healthcare is complicated. We've been on a trajectory of growth, 25% year over year, quarter over quarter, and we've been hitting our marks for the last 24 months. I probably have some competitors that are growing a little bit faster, but I'm able to grow in, very intentionally with where we want to take the company. We will clear $5 million this year in revenues, and I would say that keeping that 25% year over year is where we're going to sustain for the next 5 years or more. I would say there's probably an opportunity to possibly double our size within the next 5 years, depending on how fast and quickly we can use AI to supplement some of the efforts that we're doing manually. So I think that there's an opportunity for us to scale faster with some of the technology that we have, but I don't speculate on that. I'm happy with the 25% and just want to stay the course for now.
A Young Innovators Academy are early childhood centers of excellence, and our slogan is we prepare children for an uncertain future. We service from 6 weeks infants to 10-year-olds. Our curriculum emphasizes the importance of the 3 pillars of our program: teaching kids emotional intelligence, the empathy, the value-driven, the maker mindset, having that opportunity to tinker and grow and build prototypes. And the third one is that opportunity to have that growth mindset. It's a service industry, but it's an education company too. So one of the problems in the industry is that you have to create a pipeline and you have to offer new generations of employees something to look for in the future, a company that would allow them to grow in their careers and development. And that's something that we have failed to do as the industry. But we're trying to break away from that and begin these programs to attract this new generation of directors. We're about to go through another growth spurt, opening our 4th location right here in Winter Park. And with the goal of, we'll probably reach over 130 employees, but with a very distinctive model and very distinctive mission from our competitors. I think this is a city for visionaries in Central Florida. All those community resources and amazing people that make this community what it is what turns an entrepreneur into an innovator. And I think that's what Orlando allowed me to become.
My name is Awais Pasha. I'm the president and CEO of Avance. We're a mortgage-focused solution provider. We've been working with clients in the title industry, in the lending industry, banks, and servicers. We started in 2015. A couple of founders that have been in the industry for a very long time realized that we needed to provide something that's going to include technology and services as a combined solution to the industry. We take a lot of pride in executing on our job with utmost care and high amount of training. Our entire philosophy in the company is to drive efficiency through upskilling of our staff. I think it's a very important aspect for us to respect the individuals that are in our company and drive that growth, allowing them to move from whatever they are doing today to a more elevated process and elevated knowledge level in, say, 6, 9, 12 months. But you can only do that when they can execute effectively. And they can execute effectively only when they've been trained well and they have the full knowledge and information that's required to execute on that job. I think there's going to be some very interesting change. With every time you have volume fluctuations in an industry is when you can expect some really cool ideas to come out and they get adopted. So I think we're going to see some of that. We're going to see a lot of change with AI. We're going to see some really cool innovations that's going to apply to our industry as they have with banking and payments, credit cards and other asset classes in the past. I think mortgage industry is ripe for change and we're ready for adoption.
I'm Heisen Mark with O-Town Provisions. I'm the president. O-Town Provisions was formed and founded in 2017. We are a distributor of the Boar's Head brand. We service clients like Publix, the airport, mom and pop restaurants. We're providing our services to most of Central Florida. On a day-to-day basis, I oversee the operations from making sure the deliveries go out on time and making sure that if any client needs any emergency like product, we're able to get that to them. I think the most rewarding aspect of my business is serving the community. I'm from Central Florida. I feel a sense of gratitude and a sense of just happiness when I'm able to go out and do that for the community. We are seeing very good growth with some of our bigger customers like Publix, and so when they open up a new store, that automatically becomes a new operation or a new location for us, right, to be able to service. And then the airport is growing as well, so we're in Terminal C and we're getting into different terminals. And just throughout the growth of Central Florida, with the mom and pop restaurants opening, we're servicing a lot of those as well. When I started this business in 2017, I had a 10-year goal in mind, and I'm like, I can't wait to get to this number. And by the grace of God, we were able to do it in 5 years, and I was super excited about it. So our trajectory is high. We have a high ceiling that I'm looking forward to accomplishing. And the way we're gonna accomplish those things are gaining new customers and retaining our employees and retaining the customers we have now by providing quality service, by making sure we're there when they need us, by making sure that we're not compromising in any way when it comes to our product as well. So we're looking forward to the growth. The future is bright for us at O-Town, and we're looking forward to making sure that we're here for a long time.
Premier Pools of Central Florida is a custom residential swimming pool builder. We've been in business for a little over 28 years. The company was started by both my parents, Dan and Tracy Thune. Currently, we employ 16 people, and we work with over 100 different individuals as trade partners. The average price of our pool has continually increased over the last 4 years, I would say, almost over 100%, a drastic increase, and that's because people are starting to want these more custom elements, and as you get more custom, obviously, that price point starts to climb much higher. We've been doing additions with summer kitchens, and we've done projects where there's 3 tiers of retaining walls that need to be done in order to build the pool. Everybody that works in our organization is family to us, and we treat everybody that way and with that respect. And I really believe it's what's allowed us to have the group of people that we have within our organization, because they're all extremely special people and very talented individuals. Community involvement for us is extremely important. It's all the credit is given to my mom, but it's something that is absolutely paramount and continuing for us, because we're so blessed to serve this community, and the community at the end of the day is what has given us this ecosystem to grow within. If we don't give back to it, then we're not doing what we need to do. It's a compounding effect at the end of the day, and we really want to be a part of that and contribute to the community that's also given us so much. So that's extremely important to us.
The Total Solutions Group was started in 1993 as a residential design firm. We've now evolved into a full-service architectural and engineering firm located here in Maitland, Florida. Our main core is working with the high-volume production builders, and that's taking from their new designs, from creating those, to producing the construction documents, to handling the structural engineering for it, and then having them ready for permit. We are now, since 2021, an employee-owned company. So my partner and I decided to go to an ESOP for our employees, to tell them that this is what we've been working for years and years and years, and to make sure that our legacy continues. We've actually grown exponentially over the last 5 years. We expect our sales this year to be roughly about 14 million, or about 15% above last year. We've been tracking around that 10 to 12% per year, year over year. I've learned that it takes risk, okay? Any entrepreneur that is not a risk taker will fail. I mean, look at the statistics of the businesses that open every year and the businesses that close every year. I was at a conference at one time and mentioned doing something, and one of the other guys who does the exact same thing that we do, said, well, I can't do that. I don't have that kind of money. I said, well, that's your fault. You have to take risks to be a good entrepreneur. You have to take risk on what you're doing. You have to take risk on hiring people. You have to take risk on hiring clients. And you just have to understand that your life's a risk as an entrepreneur. BFAR contracting has morphed many times over the last 15 years. We were doing a lot of flipping of homes and turned into remodels, and got back into roofing. I started roofing when I was 13, so quite some time ago, and we're able to get outside of people's homes and reduce some of those stresses. If it doesn't leak and it looks good from across the street, is what we say, you did a good job. We have just under 50 in-house employees, and we employ another 60 to 70 subcontractors a week. So every week, our payroll consists of 110, 120 people. The population growth has driven the new construction apartments building. You can look around everywhere and you notice that they seem to be popping up on every corner. We're getting a good part of that. As well as we've got some of the older structures in the area that need re-roofs. We just started Lake of the Woods last Monday. We've been working for a year and a half on it. It's 70 buildings, $6 million over a couple of phases. And all along the way, we were told we were going to get it, but we're hearing stuff in the background that other people were trying to steal it and this and that. So to actually get it underway and moving forward is a huge accomplishment for the entire team. We had 6 people go for the original presentation that we did with them. We've been doing repairs there for a year and a half, just waiting for the day to start, and it was last week. So that's our biggest job to date. We help with a lot of our employees on a personal basis, not just professional. I seem to have a lot of people come into my office, and it's less talk about work than it is about life. And I've had a lot of life experiences that I'm open and willing to share with them, and everyone else's too. So having the open conversations back and forth, I think, help people grow in a way that they weren't expecting to from their job.
Operation Dental was founded in 2016. Over the past 8 years, we've grown from a single dental office doing $1 million in revenue to 17 offices doing $40 million in revenue. We see our growth continuing over the next couple years, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're a $100 million organization in the next 4 years. I think something that is unique about our company is we're an independent organization. We're completely funded by ourselves, and I think that really resonates, especially with our dentists that we're trying to recruit. If the dentist is happy, the team's happy, patients are happy. It's a trickle-down effect. So focusing on our primary customer, which is the doctor, has given us a leg up in the race against our competitors. We know that we'll never be the biggest dental group, but we could definitely be one of the best. So having that opportunity to pursue that goal has been a blessing for us, and we're really excited about the future. There's a really famous article called The Founder's Dilemma, and it compares the mindset of a founder that is open to bringing other people involved in their business versus a founder that wants to keep everything to themselves. I think it's really important for young entrepreneurs or any entrepreneur starting out to not think selfishly and realize that in order to win, it's a team effort.
RB Marks Construction, we are a certified general contractor. We do primarily commercial projects throughout the Southeast United States. We offer design build services, construction management services, and general contracting services. Our sectors that we work in are industrial, institutional, retail, medical, and child care facilities. So a couple years ago, we had a kind of a pivotal change in our company. We kind of used to never say no to any project. We really started focusing on more targeted approach for our customers, really focusing on the work that we wanted to do. We started that process about 2 years ago. It was a very challenging progression, but we're really seeing a lot of the payoff now. We're seeing a lot of the projects coming in that are much larger than we ever would have thought we would look at 2 years ago. We're doing some design builds with some really nice projects. So I think for me, that's an exciting pivot that we've made. We're really seeing the results of that decision and that hard work over the last couple years. I think we've got a long road here to go in Orlando. We've got a great staff. We've got a great culture in our company. I think from my perspective, I don't spend enough time looking back. So I'm always looking forward, and I think sometimes when I take a minute to look back at what we've built, it's exciting. You're so focused on growth, you're so focused on what's coming next. I think if I took a little bit more time to look back at what we've built and the people's lives that we've affected and the projects that we've built, knowing we've been a part of a lot of lives, not just the individuals that are working for us, but our subcontractors as well, and seeing them grow. So I think that to me is very rewarding, looking back and seeing our history.
My name is John Botovsky. I'm the regional manager for ProSource. We own 4 ProSource locations across Florida. We provide interior finishes and solutions to trade pros and their clients. We've been in business over 30 years. Our principal location is in Orlando. We have satellite locations in Pinellas County, Jacksonville, and Brevard County, Melbourne, Florida. We have 120 employees. We do have aggressive plans for growth over the next 3 years to increase our volume by nearly 40%, and we are equipped to bring the staff on to be able to do that. We have a great team now that is growth-minded. They are up for the challenge and are provided the tools regularly to be able to support that growth with their members. ProSource, we partner with our trade pros to help them build their business and to satisfy their clients. We are able to help them from the beginning to end of a project and interface exclusively with their client if that's what they prefer. We're also able to give them the selection across all lines of the products that we carry that's going to satisfy all of their needs, whether it would be an entry-level budget or a premium build. Over the next 12 months, we are going to be launching an outdoor living category, which will get us into people's patios and outdoor living space. It's a relatively new area for us, but the climate in our markets demonstrates that it has tremendous growth potential. We have the fundamental belief that the better that we take care of our people, the better they take care of our customers. And we go through great lengths to make sure that we are available and hands-on and able to help them solve their business issues. We also empower them to run their business within our business.
Well, Rush Construction is a general contractor, design builder, and construction manager. We also have Rush Facilities, that's a maintenance and repair firm involved in facilities, and then also Rush Marine, which is a heavy civil marine contractor. Well, I think one of the things that sets us apart from our competitors is the fact that we're an employee-owned organization. And in construction, that's pretty rare. We have currently 31 shareholders, and that's not just for the upper management and leadership of the organization. It goes down into the field crew. So we're really driven by being an employee-owned firm. And we believe in that's what's going to set us up for future generations to continue this thing. The future looks incredibly bright. We are certainly in the hotbed of commercial aerospace, right within less than 10 miles of our office. In just a few months, we're going to be breaking ground on a new centrifuge lab right across the street from our office. In fact, I'll be able to watch the construction out of my window. But it's going to be kind of a one-of-a-kind facility in the country. It's a very, very high-tech testing lab. Our marine division has got some work up in Jacksonville with some significant marina-type work and other projects involving heavy marine construction. And the facility division is working every day out at the shuttle landing facility, watching all the things that are happening around there and over at the Orlando International Airport. So then there's some projects I can't talk about, but there's some really, really exciting stuff on the horizon.
So my name is Shane Deegan. I'm the Executive Vice President at ThreatLocker here in Maitland, Orlando. We are a cybersecurity company, and we provide security services for everything from mom and pop companies up to mid-market, straight up to government entities and large critical infrastructure. We very much mold a lot of our people. We can't always get the experience that we want in a developed rep, so we champion people internally. I've been fortunate enough to hire a lot from service industry. Being that we are in Orlando, you get some great people coming from the parks, coming from service industry, which allows us to hire the soft skills and then train the harder skills down the line. We've outgrown our previous office. I think we knocked it over to 2 or 3 walls, moved building then to EA Sports old building, and from there now we've taken over 2 floors with plans to hopefully take over the rest of the building and just continue to grow. Orlando is our headquarters and will continue to be so. We are looking to expand probably another 700 to 700 jobs, predominantly here in Orlando. So we're really looking forward to the growth in the area. Urgency is key with us, and just attention to detail and customer service. It's a weird thing that a lot of vendors in the space I'm in are very slow on customer service, you know, and just they don't have an eye for detail. And in an incident, a ransomware incident, where seconds matter and you have to wait like hours or days for an account manager or whoever to pick up the phone and get back to you, it just doesn't make sense to me. So when we move at breakneck pace in everything, it doesn't matter how big a customer you are, how small a customer you are, you'll get the same level of service. It's typically the smaller guys need more help than the big guys. People always think they haven't got anything to lose. It's not the case. Everybody has something. There's always data there. There's always something there that they can take, and it's valuable to you, so they'll ransom it back to you.
I started AA Metals 20 years ago from Lexington, Kentucky, and as a master distributor for aluminum, stainless steel, and other metal products. In the last 5 years, we expanded upstream by acquisition of several aluminum rolling mills in Turkey and in Colombia and in Pennsylvania. So we are now not only just distribute aluminum products, also we have our own manufacturing facility. Globally, we have over 500 employees. AA Metals Orlando have a revenue about $800 million, but globally we have over $1.2 billion revenue. I consider AA Metals initially as a supply chain company because we are international business. The cost, the selling price is pretty much transparent. The only thing you can separate yourself from the pack is buying operation excellence, manage your supply chain. Each little step, we can do better than our competitors. You can save the cost, cut the cost. That's the profit we make. So it's very difficult for our customer to handle the importing process. So AA Metals have a team of experts is doing that. We're handling all these kind of issues from beginning, from production until we deliver it. We put our 2024, one of our goals is to empower our people. We do not want simply just provide a job for them. My goal is to want to provide a platform for them to excel, for them to thrive, to learn how to be a better leaders in the future.
Homeowners have a lot of options, right? They can get on Google, they can start looking at any kind of home repair service. Mechanical One does all the services. So if you're getting a new air conditioner, but it's requiring a component in your electrical panel to get switched out, we have all the licenses. We do all of it. My personal guilty pleasure is I really just get a lot of joy and fulfillment from having an impact. Last year we gave away 2 homes to employees, mortgage-free. This year our intentions are to build 3 more. With God's blessing, we're going to continue to do more events like that for our employees. The company's going to be 3 years old this July, and we're launching our consumer services brand this year, right? So Mechanical One is now available for any homeowner to call us 24 hours a day. The marketing piece is, is your home in the red zone, you should call the red phone. And the red phone is your hotline to home repairs. So we do air conditioning, plumbing, electric, gas, but the whole point is this is a new segment for our business and we're launching this. And being able to create something from nothing, I thoroughly enjoy that process. Other people, it may stress them out, but to me, this is my favorite part. I like being able to go to work and know that I'm impacting people every day. All these employees every week get the paycheck. I have to sign that wire that goes out to the payroll company. I love that. It's a lot of responsibility. The burden is heavy, but I feel like of anyone, I'm not going to let them down. I'm committed.
My name is Rebecca Thomas, and I'm the president and CEO of T&T Construction Management Group. We are a full-service concrete contractor. Our disciplines are from flat work to freezer floors to tilt-up construction to CIP space. If you can build it out of concrete, we can do it. In the construction industry, a lot of struggle you have economically is you're subject to economics. You're subject to what's building or what's happening, and so a risk mitigator is to broaden our reach. There was an opportunity that presented itself for us to be able to open up a regional office in the Northeast, where there's a lot of warehousing and distribution. And so we established some new client base there and established a regional office and continue to grow that area. We partnered with a third-party organization 3 years ago. We're supplying and pouring back into our team members with coaching and mentorship, executive advising, down to doing some assessments for them to understand how they're viewed as leaders and areas for improvement, and walking through that coaching. Because again, I want our team to be successful in everything that they do. When you start off in an organization, you need to know your why. What's the purpose behind what you're trying to achieve? Whether it's a new business, a new product you're putting out in the marketplace, a new service that you're providing, know your why. And I often say if your why is selfish, if it's selfish gain, you're gonna have a hard time having people follow you. But if your why is something that benefits the community with which you live in, propelling something forward, but also those around you, you'll find success.
I'm Ken Winchell. I'm the president of Wellbro Building Corporation. We're a general contractor and construction manager. We're primarily in the Central Florida marketplace. We specialize in hospitality work, hotels, resorts, particularly large multifamily, the industrial market, and the school market. In the hospitality market, we have since 1979, built somewhere in excess of 40,000 hotel rooms. Of the largest 22 hotels in Orlando, we've done 8. So we have made our mark in the hospitality industry. We do a significant amount of K-8 work with the local districts. Currently, our biggest challenge is recruiting and putting the right people on the right seat in the bus. The marketplace is busy right now, and the competition for folks is greater than I've ever seen. What excites me the most is seeing my folks grow in the business, seeing them proud of what they do. I want them to be able to ride down the road and say, hey, I built that, hey, I built that, my company built that. Seeing them build relationships with clients and have a client ask for them in particular again when another project comes up, that's the juice for me. In 2023, our revenue was just over $200 million. We expect that to be somewhere near $250 million in 24. We have a calculated managed growth over the next couple of years. We see 25 to be around the same numbers. We average around 100 salaried folks. Probably the best group I've ever seen.